Hello, my lovely wolf pack. I'm wearing my makeup today. I'm not wearing foundation, and I'm wearing my purple Medusa shirt and my choker. But today I actually made a video about this subject before, but I felt like I should update and anyway reword some of my statements and give a little bit more of my feedback on the situation. So, everyone has been talking lately about a cop who killed a guy named George Floyd. I would like to say that to that cop or any cops involved in this, go fuck yourself. This is not a safety thing. I can guarantee you, they think that it's, oh, we're just protecting. No, bullshit. It's a racial thing, and it's stupid. And the reason that he was, the reason he died is because the cops decided to kill him after he was turning a helmet to the police. And I'm like, what the fuck? So he died returning something. You know how people always say, hey, if you find someone's wallet, give it to the police. Or find out who has it. Don't take the money from it. You always hear people telling you that, but when this comes along, it's like, oh, yeah, we're going to kill you. It's like, what? It really pisses me off because racial injustices just piss me the fuck off. No matter what race it's for. You know, if you're killing someone just because they're one different race than you, it's retarded, and you don't need to be doing it. So, so that's pretty much what happened. If you haven't seen it because you've been living under a rock, Patrick Star, he died because he was returning a helmet to the police, and one cop literally was doing it, killing him by putting his knee on the back of his neck and pushing down, which caused him not to be able to breathe, and he died. And I think there was like 2, maybe 3 other cops involved. One of them was videotaping and put it on YouTube, like, oh, this is gonna be a hilarious video, and yet the whole fucking world freaked out. I think it's in other countries too, but so far I've only heard about stuff in the U.S. happening, which started the protest, the Black Lives Matter movement, which I am part of as well. I've never been to a protest, mainly because I think that I should be able to do more, which sometimes I can't go to protests because I don't have a ride. And I really wanted to go to this protest down towards Mississippi, but I didn't have a ride, and I was just about to get a ride, but he called me like an hour later after he said he would, and it's like, my car broke. I'm like, what? You just told me you'd bring me. How am I supposed to get there? And I couldn't even go. Which kind of sucks, you know? I was thinking about making a sign and everything. But sadly, I couldn't go. But I do support the Black Lives Matter movement. I've been a part of it ever since this whole thing started. And what I've been doing has been, I've been making YouTube videos, and I'm making pictures basically saying, if you're a racist, you can go fuck off, and hashtag Black Lives Matter movement. Ugh, can't talk today. So, but BTW in the comments, put hashtag Black Lives Matter. Now, I also want to bring up something that I've been hearing a lot lately. Whenever you bring up to certain Caucasian people, they literally, and I do mean literally, say this. When you bring up the Black Lives Matter movement to a certain amount of Caucasian people, they're like, oh, all lives matter, and I'm like, okay. When you bring up Black Lives Matter, they say that as an argument, and I'm thinking to myself, you're using that against this movement. So you're saying that all lives matter, but you clearly don't think Black Lives matter. And you can't say all lives matter if you think Black lives don't matter, because that kind of contradicted itself. You know, it's like, I love all forms of cookies except for this one type, which means you don't like all forms of cookies because you don't like this specific one. You know, I have every single year I have every single penny from every single year except 2020, but I have every single year. Yet again, you don't have a penny from 2020, so you don't have every single year. You get my point? So, um, that's what I would also like to talk about. Why do people do that? It's like you're saying that all lives matter, but you're acting like you don't think black people's lives matter, which kind of, it's like, what? It's like it doesn't work, you know? But some people still say it, and they think it makes them look smart, and it doesn't. It makes them look stupid. Um, I wanted to do this second video to give you an update on all this shit, and I also wanted to bring up, as these people are protesting, eventually, it didn't happen right away, but at some point it evolved into riots and just people looting places, and I'm like, what the hell? And they're doing it in the name of George, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, if you're saying this is the name of George Floyd, and you're just like robbing, looting, and destroying property, that's not protesting. They're just using an excuse to do that, and you're not helping his case. You're not giving him justice. You're just staining his name. You know, you're ruining it in his name. You know, it's like saying one of your family members died and you go around killing people in their name for no reason. You know, it's like your grandmother died, so you go around killing innocent people in her name. That's not bringing light to his situation. That's not giving him justice. It's not being good. It's actually ruining his name. And if you ruin this, people who are dead, if you ruin their name, you're a bigger asshole because you're ruining someone's name who can't even defend himself. And it's retarded. Like, why are you going to loot places in his name? You're just destroying his reputation and name, and it's just making you and him look bad. So if you want to protest, do it correctly and just get some signs and do your thing, but don't go around looting people or looting places and destroying property. That's not going to help. Now, if you want to make parties, if you want to throw a party for the Black Lives Movement, and everyone's having a good time, everyone's partying, everybody's there, that's another story. You can do that because you're having a party to support the Black Lives Matter movement, which honestly shows respect more because everybody's supporting it, and whoever doesn't want to support it doesn't have to show up. You know, you're partying because you believe in the case and you believe in that he should have justice. And I also found out from little update videos I've seen here and there and some pictures, the cop who killed him is free. Free man. Because a lot of assholes rated, like, I don't know, I think it was like a GoFundMe page or some shit like that. Basically a GoFundMe, and actually gave him the money for his bail, which is extremely high. I'm like, why? You know, like, you're gonna support someone who killed someone for doing the right thing, for returning a helmet? And why? I don't see the point of supporting that, you know? And it's just mind-boggling that someone's gonna set free someone who killed someone, some cop that killed a innocent African American man just for returning a helmet. He just wanted to return something and be a good citizen, and he ended up dying for that. That's retarded. And I also would like to say condolences to other friends and family who was affected by this, and I also would like to say to the daughter, I agree with what you said. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but apparently his daughter actually said, "My dad changed the world," which he did. He did, and as I do think, now I haven't met a lot of cops in my life that are actually decent. Pretty much every single cop, except for two in my whole life, I think were terrible. But I do not believe all cops are bad. There are a lot of ones who abuse their power, yes, but I do believe there are some good cops who are trying to serve and protect us and, you know, do what they're supposed to do. I do believe that. I'm just saying there are a lot of corrupted cops because there's an old saying, how to turn a pussy into a dick, give it a badge. That's what I was heard, that's what I was told growing up. And yeah, I mean, there's some bad cops out there, but there's good people and bad people in every single group that exists. Every single one of them. But that includes cops. So I do believe there are some good cops out there, and I do believe there are some bad, especially this cop. Now, as I said in my last video, which I will link in the description along with the last video I did on this subject, but in the last video I said that I think I made a good point on one of the things I said in the last video on the subject was that even if he's not in jail, he's still going to be punished for the fact that he's going to be known all over the internet, and he's all over the news too, so he's going to be known as the racist killer cop. So maybe like 5 years into the future, he's going to be like, oh, everything's over, and everyone's going to look at him like the villain he is. I don't care if he's a cop or not. I don't care if he's FBI or the president. He's not good. He is a bad person. And if I was there, I'd kick him in the ass. Maybe 10 times. Because I was raised to respect everyone, no matter race, age, color, sexuality, weight, it doesn't matter. You know, you're supposed to respect everyone, and that's how I was raised. But this really pisses me off. So, a little update video on the subject. Please like and subscribe to me if you haven't already. This is a video that I do agree on some of the YouTubers. Things need to change. And hopefully years in the future we can look back on this dark time and move forward as a species. Hopefully that will be the case, and I do agree with those people. Hopefully we look back at this in the future and we're like, can't believe we used to live like that, you know? But let's pray it happens. So, like, subscribe, check out the videos in the description, and on top of that, leave in the comments hashtag Black Lives Matter, and I will like your comment. Follow me on everything. That's it. Bye, my lovely wolf pack.